I am feeling a little chilly today, so I am wearing a blanket through this video. It's happening. Okay, so today we are talking about what I would do if I started my business from scratch. So those videos really gonna just break things down in a very simple way, kind of talk about a little bit of the things I wish I would have done sooner and things I wish I wouldn't have done. So hopefully this will help you in making the right decisions and building your business so that you can build it faster. So here's the thing. When I first started a YouTube channel and started building a content creation business, I didn't even know what digital products were. So obviously I wouldn't have thought, I should create a digital product. It was just not something I even knew existed, or maybe it didn't even exist at that time. No idea. A lot of people starting a YouTube channel, and I was this way as well, don't really have previous knowledge on filming and editing and social media. And so it's such a huge learning curve. And I go and look at old videos. I had no thumbnails. I didn't care about the title. There was no description. I didn't understand the value of some of those things as I do now. And so probably the first thing I would do if I was starting from scratch is maybe just get an understanding of the social media world, digital products. You came to the right place as far as some of that goes. Just watch some videos, but also not spend too much time. A lot of my education came later after I had already started and failed tremendously on my own. Then I finally started watching videos, but I would catch myself watching tons of videos and not actually taking action and making strides towards starting my own business. So don't get stuck in the trap of feeling like you have to watch hundreds of videos and not get started until you feel like you know 1,000% what you're doing. That's never gonna happen. I'm still learning. You always learn new things when it comes to social media because it's ever changing. However, start your journey with understanding a little bit more about what digital products are. Learn about social media platforms. Which platform feels like it's the best fit for you? Do you want to start a YouTube channel? Do you want to do Instagram? Do you want to do TikTok? Understanding these different platforms is important because that's actually going to tie in later when you start selling things, because the audience that you might find on TikTok is totally different than the audience you would find on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So it's really important to get an understanding of these platforms before choosing one to use, and then also understanding the audience on these platforms so that based on your knowledge and what you would want to even talk about, that might help make that decision for you. So number one is just to educate yourself, but don't spend too much time on it. Watch a few videos, get your feet wet, and then get started with the next step, which you would think is to start building a community, but it's not. I don't think that's the best next step to take. I think creating a digital product and a freebie or a lead magnet before you even begin working on social media would be so much easier. I wish I could have done this, but again, I didn't know anything about digital products back then. But because I didn't do that, it was just so challenging to not only build a digital product while trying to post consistently on YouTube, but then also I was missing so many opportunities because I didn't have a digital product created. I didn't have any reviews yet. I was getting views on my videos and even leads in my email marketing, but no one was buying anything because I just didn't have it ironed out yet. And I didn't have any testimonials and yada yada. So I really feel like before you start trying to build social media, you need to figure out what your product is so that way you can build a community that is going to buy it. Once you have your product and your idea, you know the problem you're solving, so then you can build your social media targeting people who have that problem versus creating social media, building a community, and then deciding I want to create this product, but no one in your community wants to buy it. So then you have to do something, which I've had to do on both my YouTube channel and my Instagram, where you're kind of switching around what you're posting, because now you're posting to target a different person or a more specific person. And then you know what happens? you lose tons of subscribers, you lose tons of followers, or you'll look stagnant. But if you look in your insights, you'll see, oh, I gained 10 new followers, but I lost 12. So it's a really hard place to be. It's actually where I'm at right now with my own personal Instagram. I've never been big on Instagram. I've always really leaned into YouTube, but now I'm trying to be more consistent and provide more free value on my Instagram. And because now I'm being active and now I'm posting about very specific things, I have been in this really weird phase of losing as many followers as I'm gaining. So I'm just not seeing much growth. But, if I were starting from scratch and I was doing this the way I'm doing it now, it would all be growth. I wouldn't be losing people. I'd be gaining people constantly. So it's just a weird balance. But I think if you focus on creating your product first, then you don't have to worry about, switching who you're targeting or adjusting your content to attract that ideal customer or client or whatever it is that you're doing. And then on top of creating your digital product, you're going to want to create a free resource, which is essentially a teaser of your digital product. So this is going to be, I don't know, like a little snippet, maybe a little bit of information from like the first part of whatever your digital product is, maybe just something that relates back to it. So for example, I have a free resource, which is linked below if you want it, and it's 60 digital product ideas. It's anything from beginner to advanced, 60 digital product ideas just to get your brainstorming juices flowing if you're trying to figure out what digital product that you even want to create and sell, or maybe you want to sell a few different kinds. This will just give you a few ideas, a few as in 60 ideas, which is a lot. And then if you download this free resource, a couple things happen. One, in the free resource, it does shout out a paid product that I do have, which is a digital product starter kit. And my digital product starter kit actually helps you from the planning phase all the way to the launching and marketing phase. And so, hey, if you figured out a product you want, but you're just not sure, buy this and I'll help you get there. You will also be added to my email list, which will put you in an email sequence that I've created that's providing free value, but also talking about another product that I have, which is a workshop that dives really deep into building sales funnels for your digital product business. So if you download my free resource, then you're getting connected to my paid offerings. So I didn't sell you anything. I didn't say, hey, buy my product, it's linked below. I said, I have a free resource for you, grab that. And hey, I also have these paid offerings if you want to dive a little deeper. It's a softer approach to sales. I don't like sales. I am not a salesy person. And so this is a way that I'm kind of selling, but it's more or less me saying, hey, here's something for free. And if you really want to help me out and support me and want knowledge, I have it here. So that is something I wish I would have done a long time ago. I wish I would have started building my email list, back in 2016 when I first started my YouTube channel, and just provide free value in that way. So next up on the list is making smart investments. Also, my blanket fell down and I'm cold. So when I started my business, and I would say even last year, I just felt like, oh, I need this, platform. I need this resource. Ooh, I need to get this from this person, this from that person. And I mean, I can't even tell you how much I've invested in my business. I've bought, camera equipment and lighting equipment and microphones and camera stand. I mean, the list of physical products and subscription services that I have personally invested in and paid for usually a pretty long time is insane. And if I could go back and have the knowledge I have now, I would pick a few things that I felt like were most important. I think when it comes to like video making, quality is very important. But if you don't have the money right now to invest, if you're just starting out, you can use an iPhone and window lighting. You don't have to have a camera or artificial lighting, which like I have right here. It's really bright, but it's a rainy, cloudy day. Oh, hold on, let me try to get that back. It's a rainy, cloudy day, and so I need a little help with a light, but if I didn't have the light, I would still film. I would sit right in front of the window and then just make adjustments in editing. And then also, yes, when it comes to editing, I use Premiere Pro. It's like $27 a month. But when I first started out, I used something called MyMovie. It was an editing software that was already on my laptop, and I used it until I made enough money to then invest in good editing software. But when it comes to subscription services, I do feel like there are a few that you do need to invest in the beginning to be able to even sell products. So I'm going to run through each of those, and also in the description I have links for all of these platforms. Most of those links get you free trials, like 30 days for free, things like that. So if you are going to sign up for any of these platforms, make sure to use my links so that you get that discount or the free trials. First things first, and this is actually something I did invest in way early on, that is Canva. You probably already know all about Canva, but you're definitely going to need Canva for creating your digital products. I mean, obviously there are other ways you can create digital products without using Canva, but it's what, $13 a month, something like that, totally worth that initial investment in your business. I think the free trial I have below is 30 days. So you may even be able to sign up for the free trial, create your digital product, and then stop payments and use their free version. But I would definitely use their paid version to create your digital product. It just opens the doors to so many other elements and features, and it's super helpful. Next is StanStore. Absolutely, you have to have it. This is the most amazing platform I think I've ever found when it comes to content creation and selling anything, but specifically digital products. StanStore is newer. It's something that's really like taking off right now. So it didn't even exist back when I first started. But if I was starting from scratch right now, 100% would be using StanStore. I did have a website through Squarespace, and it was nice having a professional website, but just like a month ago, I canceled my website. The problem is when somebody, say, clicks on your link in your bio on Instagram and you shout out a service, and then you click on that, it's going to lead you to Squarespace, and then they're going to have to add something to a cart and then make their purchase. With StanStore, it is optimized for social media. So if you click the link in bio, you see the product, you can literally buy it within Instagram, and it makes it so much easier. No one is having to leave the platform to be able to purchase your product, which is really helpful with conversions. There are so many other great features with StanStore. I've been using it for my email marketing. They have an AI software that can help you generate ideas and outlines. There goes my blanket. And so many other things. It's not sponsored by them at all. I promise you, I am literally just a huge, big fan. So definitely check out StanStore. Canva and StanStore together, highest priority as far as investment. Notion is something I will throw out there. It's so customizable. They have a completely free one, which is great. I pay $4 a month for Notion. That is it. So when it comes to planning your content, planning your digital products, things like that, I recommend Notion, but it's free, and then you can upgrade if you need to in the future. Now, if I was starting from scratch, the first thing I really, truly would do is watch this video. Kidding, obviously. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye.